Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a great day. It is morning. It is cloudy. I rode my bicycle downtown because I'm really excited to visit this Ming Kwan restaurant. It is a vegan restaurant and I've been here before, and I wrote an article for eating Thai food on this restaurant. So I've got my bag because I am definitely going to be bringing some of this food back home. They have a huge menu here at Ming Kwan. All of it is vegan. We're going to learn a little bit more about what J actually means, and we're just going to eat a bunch of tasty J food today. So thank you for joining. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you are having a great day today. And of course, I'm not only here because it's the J festival time. I love Ming Kwan Restaurant already. It's incredible. Ming Kwan is a champion when it comes to awesome places to find yourself for lunch on any day of the year, let alone during Thailand's J Vegan Festival. Let's get inside.
สวัสดีครับจะเป็นกับข้าวนะครับ
So, Ming Kwan Restaurant might have one of the larger selections of vegan food that you could ever see, that I've ever seen. They for sure have 40 different options and then tons of different things that you can take home to cook great vegan food when you are at home as well. So, one thing that I really like about Ming Kwan is that they don't just take traditional Thai food and take the meat away. A lot of people, when they think about eating a vegan diet, they talk about missing meat. This is definitely not one of those places. And another very important thing in Thailand, these are not lacking at all in heartwarming, mouth-burning spice. Check this out. Okay, วันนี้จะกินกับข้าวนะครับ ว้าว น่ากินมากๆครับ ชอบเอาด้วยครับ แล้วก็ทานที่นี่ด้วย Thank you. But not only do they have vegan dishes, they do, of course, have a few Thai dishes made Thai traditional style, but without meat. So nam ngiao actually traditionally includes pork blood. So they have made a vegan version of nam ngiao, which is a classic northern Thai food dish, actually coming almost from Myanmar. It is tomatoey. The broth is thick, and thank you. So I asked if he could make it as if he was going to eat it. So he's adding some cilantro and some paka dong, and then khaw petด้วยนะครับ So there is pig pao and pig galiang. เอาทั้งคู่นะครับ Yes. ทำจานน่ากินมากๆครับ ขอบคุณครับลุงครับ Thank you. Wow, okay, so in the front you can see they have khao soi and nam ngiao, but this does not have any meat. This entire restaurant is only vegan. I don't know how much space I have, but they also have fried ingredients in front, basing them on tofu and gyao, which is a type of thin tofu. แต่ไม่ได้ใส่ไข่ใช่ไหมครับ gyao นี้
ไม่มีครับ
มีทำให้มันเป็นสีเหลือง
ครับผม
ได้ไงครับ
ข้างในนี้
โอเค มันก็เป็นเห็ดเหมือนกัน แล้วก็ซาลาเปาด้วย
ครับ
หรือมันเป็นมอนโท
ซาลาเปาครับ
มีข้างในด้วย
ครับข้างในนี่
มีไส้
ครับผม
โอเค ไส้เห็ด Okay, so I am gonna find a table. I got the มะละขี้นก ผัดขิง ผัดพริกแกง เผ็ดย่าง กินกับข้าว แล้วก็น้ำเงี้ยวเขาทำให้มันเป็นจานที่น่ากินมาก แล้วก็ชุดซาลาเปากับ
ปอเปี๊ยะ
ปอเปี๊ยะทอด This is awesome. Thank you. I mean, I want to say thank you. So cool, man. Okay, what is this?
It's called Nung Care.
Nung is steamed,
Yes,
right?
steamed.
And then hall. What is hall?
Oh, this is something.
Okay.
Banana leaf. This.
Okay.
No, in English also.
Okay. You can say wrap.
Wrap. Yeah.
Wrap. Whoa, that's awesome. I thought it was a sweet. No, that's beautiful. Oh,
It's the
thank
pakhe.
you.
Yeah, it's pakhe.
Oh, okay. Thank you, man. That looks beautiful. And it smells so beautiful too. Super cool. Okay. It was a very friendly welcome. Of course, I mean, places like this are so like wholesome and happy. You always want to give places like this your business, you know? Especially in these times, but no, I love this restaurant. I love their vibe, and the family couldn't be more helpful. He said, I appreciate you making a video, and I want you to try this special dish over here. Maybe you didn't notice it, and it's true. There is so much food around here. I didn't notice all the options they have, so cool. That is, cannot wait to try that. Wow. So it was hot, but now it is pouring down rain. That is of course one thing you got to prepare for when it is rainy season in Thailand. But can I hang out with you now and eat a feast of Thai vegan food, Ming Kwan Vegetarian, right now. By the way, don't let the look of these things deceive you. These can be better than a steak. They are so flavorful and so wonderfully textureful. Love the gentle aroma of the white sesame, the roasted sesame. And the fibers are as delicious as any steak, honestly. I've had many steaks that were not as good. It's so meaty. There's so much umami action in those mushrooms. It's like so satisfying. Incredible. Okay, wow. They are vegan chef masters. The tofu is like cheese. That is incredible. Okay, so it's a firm tofu, but they must have some kind of marinade. That is absolutely gorgeous. It doesn't come apart as fast as you might expect. It's like cheese. It's so mushy. And perfectly flavored with ginger, and then some of the sweetness from the peppers. Those are sweet peppers. But you gotta just layer on the peppers, if you can, like this. Stealing a piccalian from the nam niao dish. They're just too inviting. They're just glowing right in front of me. So young corn, wood ear mushrooms, ginger, red and yellow sweet peppers, tofu, and then just fried expertly, like the texture. Yeah, that balance, that is skill with a hot pan. Okay, gotta say it yet again. A dish that I usually don't order because it's just kind of, I'm just sure it's gonna be plain. But here, so without the meat, it is so satisfying still. Full of mung bean noodles, cabbage, a few shreds of carrot, and then it's probably a rice paper wrapper, and it's been deep fried. It is so wonderfully texturable. And then like a sweet tamarind sauce ladled over it. There are a few chilies, but I'm bumping up the chilies from another dish on the table just to get that perfect flavor combo that I like. Not missing the meat in the slightest. Amazing. That one went down easy. Okay, let's move on to the nam niao. That's why I opened the chopsticks. Thai people do not eat rice with chopsticks. I opened the chopsticks for these, and I just got excited. Oh, wow, check that out. Okay, so thin white rice noodles underneath. So thin white rice noodles underneath. You've got pickled cabbage, you've got fried mushrooms. Oh, I forgot, the nam niao, it's like a huge curry poured over noodles. So it's a thin curry, but heavy on the tomatoes. So it's gonna again be full of just all the tomatoey thickness, all the umami goodness. Oh wow, that is Yeah, vegan food actually has potentially even much more umami flavor profile, even much more potential to satisfy, which is what umami, that flavor is like a satisfaction. This has so many umami heavy ingredients, including soybeans, tofu, mushrooms, and then pickled vegetables. It has mustard greens, another kind of mushroom right there. And then what else has umami in here? Oh, the soybean sauce. There's 5 that I can think of already. 5 umami heavy ingredients in this dish. I'm talking too much. Let's eat. No, น้ำเงี้ยวอร่อยมากมากครับอร่อยมาก That is amazing. Thank you. Wow. Blown away right now. Okay, I'm not just saying this. That is better than the meat versions I've had. Because, okay, I do eat meat. I'm not vegan, but cooking with meat, honestly, because the meat has so many flavors in itself, chefs can actually get lazy. When they're cooking fast, they know the meat will kind of take care of the flavor of the dish and kind of give the customer what they're looking for. So instead, at a vegan restaurant, a chef actually has more to do, actually more things that they're going to need to come up with to kind of give that flavor profile. Because a lot of people eating here are not vegan, so they're kind of expecting like a full flavor, you know. Plant-based cuisine are going to have very different flavor profiles than those that rely on meat. That's why I so appreciate the chef skill that goes into making a dish like this. It can easily compete with any meat version of nam niao that I've ever had. That is amazing. There are so many ingredients in there, I forgot to squeeze the lime. It was delicious even without the lime. Okay, gotta try that salapao, that steamer. He just has a tiny steamer. I can actually see it right there. Wow, I love steamed buns, but I just have no idea what's going to be in a vegan steamed bun. I didn't. So it's not sweet, which is awesome. Knowing that there's no meat in it, I just expected it to be sweet, which would be okay, but that's awesome. It's not sweet. You know what? It needs some chilies, though. Definitely needs some chilies. Going back to the soup. We just can't beat these picalia. Current chilies. Wow, that's hot. So inside it's actually these mushrooms chopped up and then steamed. So they're fried first, then put inside, then steamed. Wow. That is some flavor. Okay, I'm getting excited, getting ahead of myself. Gotta try that. Yod mala kino. Yod is the young greens. Mala is a bitter gourd, and kino is a small species of bitter gourd. So, chayote, by the way, is this one. So, the young leaves of the chayote. They called it pat yod mala, but it's made more like a gang. It's a lot of liquid in there. A lot of liquid from so many tomatoes. And the shoots are a little bitter. The texture is incredible. Yeah, anything with like a soft shoot like that, it just matches so well with the Thai Chinese style. Actually, that high heat wok style cooking goes so well. If you see any dish that has a yod in the name, go for it. It's so nutty. I wonder if there's not like spinach and young gourd leaves. That is incredible. Again, the depth of flavor, the skill of the vegan chef is immense. Okay, so this is mushroom, but it might be like a combination. It's like a product of mushroom, whereas this is natural mushroom that's been dehydrated. So this is like a vegan product that can be used instead of meat for those who are making a transition to being plant-based and still kind of miss that texture of meat. This is what you'll be eating. It's like a mushroom-based protein. I've learned this trick from Western food, using some kind of bread-like item to help scoop the last remaining bite onto your spoon. That dish is incredible. I could definitely eat that every day. Wow. So thick, so tomatoey, and it has something something wonderfully hearty in there, something like a wheat kernel. That recipe is incredible. Okay, so last but not least, the one that he brought to me. Look at that. Wow. Picking it apart, there's some kind of grain in there also. You know what? I wonder if this is like barley. Wow. And just with my spoon, I can tell what texture there is going on in there. Okay, and there's baby Thai eggplants in there. Gotta get one in the first bite. Some beans, some basil, some of that barley, and an entire chili. Why not? First bite, going for the whole chili. Pretty bite. Ha Ning Kwan. So many textures going on, I don't even know where to start. So it's like mushy, but so many things like where you bite in first and they kind of pop. So you have that little eggplant, you have the chili. A chili so fat like that is gonna have moisture inside. Wow, and then the beans also have that kind of like bite and burst, just in little, oh, you know what, there's banana blossom in here too. This dish is incredible. And then you have the mushrooms. Wow, the basil. You have the aroma that this leaf lends to it. And if you remember the video that I released last week where we were eating those brown flowers, that is the flower of this leaf right here. So what a useful tree, by the way, but what an amazing dish. And that is hardiness. You could have just that with rice. Ha Ning Kwan. That is an amazing dish. Thank you so much. Thank you for letting me try. Yeah, so he put it on the corner of the table. He said, this is our special dish, you gotta try. Okay, ผมเชื่อครับ แต่ he's trying to get me to also try their purple khao pod. Khao pod is corn. There are so many amazing things you have at this restaurant. I'm happy to be here. Thank you. Great welcome. Wow. Ming Kwan. That is incredible. I am gonna give you the next challenge right now. I'm gonna clean this off, let you see the whole thing. You are gonna have to guess what the leaf is. It's edible, obviously. They're using it to steam and kind of infuse an aroma into this dish. But it is edible, and the fruit actually is one of the current most trending superfoods in the world. It's green, it looks a little bit funky, and that is the leaf of that fruit. So here you go. Next trivia, next challenge. So I was wrong. This is not wild pepper, and I'm gonna clean it off so you can see. So yes, I have seen this leaf before. People eat it as a fried dish in Thailand, but it is very rare. You can eat the fruit of this, and it's usually made into a juice. So now I have given you way too many hints. Tell me what this is.
So เป็นเท่าไหร่ครับทั้งหมดอันนี้ด้วยครับ
เขาราดกี่อย่างอ่ะ
3
3 อย่าง40 บาท
น้ำ
มี
เงี้ยว
30 บาท 70 บาทแล้วนะ
ซาลาเปา1
ก็10
ปอเปี๊ยะทอด
100 บาท แล้วก็
1เป็นกับถ้วย
20 บาท140 อันนี้I give you for free นะ It's okay bro มันfor free No it's okay I wanted to try
Amazing. 140. He said he just really wanted me to try, so I don't know. I'm thankful that he believes in my eating abilities. But thank you. Well, 140 baht for what you saw there. So that's 140 baht. Less than $5. Yes, I did eat a huge meal today. Probably would be enough for 2 normal people's meals. And I cycled a lot of kilometers to my body is gonna use all this energy for sure and more, but just to be totally honest here, 140 baht, I have many students who work a whole day for 300 baht. So whatever your salary is, take half of it and imagine spending that on one meal. So when I translate it into US dollars, it's less than $5. But that does not mean that Thailand is cheap. It just means that some things in Thailand are cheap and some things in other countries are cheap. So very fortunate, but even more than that, extremely tasty food is the thing that we are lucky to have in Thailand. It's not cheap food. This is 140 baht is a lot for some people to spend on lunch. So okay, I guess this is gonna be dessert he wanted me to try. This is a special kind of mushroom native to the north of Thailand, and it is mixed with green chilies, red chilies, and probably I think I can smell black pepper in there as well. He just served it beautifully simply with some cucumbers chopped artfully. Let's try. Okay. So the flavor profile is similar to nampik nom. So I wonder if there are roasted eggplants in there. Again, just maximal umami from the mushrooms. Wow. I felt that. I just drooled instantly. That's the real power of umami. That's the power of vegan food. Wow. He was right. That might be the best dish in the restaurant. No joke. That is my dessert for this meal. That is one of the best chili dips that I've ever had. Oh my goodness. And it is mega spicy. That is beautiful. That is incredible. He saved the best for last with that one. Oh, wow. I think I'm like, oh, no way. Just so you know that I finished it, so that my calorie count is accurate, here you go. Dish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bonus total calories for this meal. Okay, and now I'm just going to take a minute to explain to you just a few details about what Jay actually means and what the festival entails. I will also play this video of my trip, my little ride to get to the restaurant. You can have something to watch and just see what actually some of the back roads that I ride on every day in Thailand kind of look like. Okay, so what is the difference between Jay, vegan, and vegetarian? For a quick explanation, Jay can be the same as vegan, but go a little bit further and remove strong smelling or strong tasting foods as well. Basically, raw garlic, raw chilies, chives, and refraining from alcohol. In Thai, by the way, it's called Tesakan Gin Jay. There are definitely many groups, though, who are still very strict and observe these times as a major religious time of year. If you've been to Phuket, then maybe you have seen a huge parade or a party. It really is a festive time. extending beyond just dietary restrictions, here are a few more things that affect the attitude, I guess, of people taking part in the festival. You should behave politely towards others, be mindful of your action, wear only white clothes, and refrain from sex, from alcohol, and of course all animal products. This year, by the way, the festival is taking place from October 16 to 25, so right now.